I'm quite surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. It makes this quite a quiet place and a few people visit. For a Norfolk boy to be out in a part of Norfolk he's never been to, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Today we're going to head to a very popular campsite that I've had a lot of requests for. We're heading to Reedham Ferry Touring Park in Norfolk, and we'll check out this campsite and its facilities, then we'll go for a lovely walk and explore the local area. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Let's start living the dream. So yeah, my first impressions, people, and it looks like a decent site, to be fair. Yeah, I am in the non-electric field, and I have the entire non-electric field to myself, and I'm paying £16 a night, which I think is a pretty good price, to be fair. There are electric pitches down there, and it is £22 for a standard electric pitch, and £24 for a fully serviced electric pitch. They seem like pretty reasonable prices. Yeah. The toilet block looks a bit better than I was expecting, to be fair, so we'll check that out in a minute. But yeah, looks pretty good. Now, the campsite is pretty empty because it closes tomorrow. We are in the October school holidays, so there are some kids down there on the electric pitches, so I'll have to be a bit careful filming the facilities. But yeah, looks a pretty decent site. For £16, I think I'm going to enjoy it. I think I am. So this is a self-check-in campsite, so when I booked online I got an email through that said to turn up and either go to the electric pitch that I'm allocated or to head straight to the non-electric field and just park up. So yeah, it's pretty good. So there are plenty of taps scattered about in this field. Tap behind me there, and the river is just behind me there. Yeah. And the facilities are in the middle of the field over there, and to be fair, they actually look better than I expected. I didn't expect such a big facility block. So let's go check it out anyway, people, and see what it's like. Well, this is actually quite a nice looking facility block, to be fair. I'm quite impressed. Sinks and that look really pleasing. Yeah, I'm quite surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. There is just 2 cubicles, 2 urinals and 3 showers. Now, unfortunately, they are push button. But to be fair, yeah, this facility block is better than I thought. I mean, I wouldn't say it's overly clean, but you know, it's not too bad. Yeah, a bit grimy under the urinals there, and oh, down the side there, big pee stain. Got a washing up area here, and a washing machine tumble dryer. One of them is out of order. Yeah, a few leaflets. These toilets are no longer in use. Bins here. Plenty of big bins. No recycle bins though, but there is some things there for glass and chemical waste point there. So that was a pretty impressive looking toilet block, to be fair. I was quite impressed by that. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't say they were the cleanest toilets, to be honest. They were a bit grubby when you sort of looked a bit closer. But, you know, for the price I'm paying, £16 a night, they're not too bad. So it looks like just behind me here, there are 2 fishing lakes. So yeah, see if we can check them out. So the lake looks okay, but there's not really anywhere to fish from. I mean, this would be the best spot to fish from. And again, it's still overgrown, so the lake is not really maintained. Yeah, bit of a shame. It does state on the website that it's £5 for half a day, £7.50 for the day. That's actually not a bad price. Yeah, whether that's for 1 rod or 2, I do not know, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what fish are in there, but it does say to use carp mats. So you would assume there's carp in there. Yeah, it's a bit shame that's overgrown and not well maintained, but maybe they only let people fish at a certain time of the year, maybe. Yeah. Still, it's nice to have a little walk around. So this is the second lake, and this one's a lot easier to fish. There are a lot of places you can fish from, and there is someone fishing this one. So yeah, it's pretty decent, to be fair. Pretty decent lake at a pretty reasonable price. Can't complain, people. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, pretty decent, those lakes. I mean, one was pretty much just a nature pond now, but the other one looked like a good fishing lake. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, quite like this campsite, to be fair. Not bad at all for the price, not bad at all. Living the dream, people, living the dream. Yeah, there is a pub as well, just over there. Yeah, and I think there's a calf, pub/calf. Yeah. Well, the beautiful day has faded away, but that's not going to stop me from getting out there and exploring. So I'm just going to go and check out the Reedham Ferry, and then I might go for a little walk into Reedham and then come back this way and go for a nice river walk along the River Yar in the opposite direction. So yeah, let's crack on with it, people. Let's start living that dream. So that is the Reedham Ferry, and it is the last chain operated ferry in Norfolk, and it saves people 30 minutes drive. So you will find that here in Norfolk, people. If you come here, you might look on a map, see 2 places next to each other that you want to visit and think, oh yeah, that's only a 5-minute drive. But no, that's not always the case. Sometimes there's a river in the way and you can have to drive for an extra half hour to an hour just to get around the river. But hey, on the plus side, it makes this quite a quiet place and a few people visit, so yeah, I love it. So that looks a pretty decent pub. I was going to stop in there and just ask if I could get some footage, but then I stood in loads of mud filming the ferry crossing, and yeah, it looks quite nice in there, so I think I'll give that a miss. I don't think they would appreciate that very much. Yeah, anyway, let's go have a look around Reedham and see what that's like. I don't think there's anything there, to be honest, but we'll check it out anyway, people. And let's start living that dream. Yeah. Check out this quirky place behind me there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, wouldn't mind living there, apart from the fact that you get YouTuber bellends walking past filming. Yeah, looks pretty decent though. Yeah, so Reedham is okay. I mean, it is just one road along the riverbank with a pub and a cafe, but yeah, it's quite nice. You can follow this all the way down this river into Great Yarmouth. I'm going to go back past the campsite now though and walk the other way. Yeah, why not? So we are actually on the Wherry Man's Way, and that is a long distance footpath all the way along the river from Great Yarmouth to Norwich. Yeah, not going to do all that today though, people. I just have not got it in me. I think that's about 32 miles, something like that. But yeah, we're going to head back and do the other side from the campsite. So Reedham is where they built loads of wherries in, I believe it was the 18th century, but it could have been the 19th century. Wherries are like boats with sails, just a sailboat really, as far as I know. I'll admit I haven't researched that. But the wherries used to run all the way along this river from Great Yarmouth to Norwich, just with like cargo really, you know, just like a shipping boat I guess, but you know, smaller. Unfortunately it's a bit duller now, the weather, but hey, I'm still enjoying myself and I've never been here before, so you know, for a Norfolk boy to be out in a part of Norfolk he's never been to, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, people, it doesn't look like I'm going to have the whole field to myself. Some other selfish person has turned up. Yeah, never mind, eh? Yep. Well, it is a bit of a dark, dull day, unfortunately, or the evening, but hey, still getting out there and living that dream. And that's all that matters. Well, I think I'm going to head back now then, people. The sun has officially set, and it has been a bit of a dark, dull afternoon, which is a bit of a letdown considering early afternoon was lovely and sunny. But I've still enjoyed it, and I've still had a nice walk. Yeah, I've almost made it to Cantley just over there, and I keep looking at the big factory, and I thought it was like a power station or something. Turns out it's Cantley Sugar Factory, and that's one of 4 major sugar factories for British sugar. Yeah. Not really that interesting, but I never knew it was there, so slightly interesting to me. Well, I'm back now, people, and as the wet grass does seem to have got most of the mud off my boots, I think I will go and have a pint in the pub, eh? After all, I am on holiday. So let's go check it out. Yeah, really nice bar, to be fair. Got myself a pint of wherry, £4.80. It's always good to pay less than a fiver for a pint these days, isn't it? So yeah, I consider that cheap. I have had wherry before, but yeah, it seems suiting as we are by the wherry man's way, so cheers. I would like to thank a few subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you Darren Hadlow, thank you Jane, thank you Freddie and Tammy, thank you Chris Topless, and thank you John and Nettie. But of course I would also like to thank all of you who watch the videos, because you all help me out by watching. So cheers everyone, keep living the dream. It's a good pint, that is. Really good.
To wear her elaborate witch's costume, which still fitted her from last year.
Well, I'm back in the van now, people. Going to cook up some tea. Just got some minced pork, some sprouts, broccoli and cauliflower, and I'm going to melt some Greek-style salad cheese on it. Why not, eh? Well, I think this cauliflower is more leaf than it is actual cauliflower, but hey, never mind. The leaves will go in the mix as well. Does anyone else drink the cheese juice? Oh yeah, I don't let anything go to waste, people. That's looking damn good, people. Damn good indeed. Yeah. Yeah, that went down pretty well, people. I mean, obviously, I'm a master chef. Recipes like that, eh? Fantastic. And now, yeah, I do have pretty good internet on my router, so I'm going to watch some YouTube and probably do a bit of editing as well.
Tonight, I'm going to be spending one night in the most unique overwater villa in the world.
Morning everyone. Yeah, campsite was lovely and quiet last night, so that's pretty good. Bit of wind noise because it's a bit windy, but hey, can't help that. So there's not a huge amount in the area. There is a pub just there and another pub in Reedham, sort of 10-20 minute walk away. And there is a train station in Reedham. You can get the Norwich to Lowestoft train, and there is a very infrequent bus service to Achill, 2 a day or 2 today. So maybe in busy season, in summertime, there's more. Yeah. Now, Achill, as far as I'm aware, will be the nearest place for a supermarket. There is a co-op in Achill, and according to Google Maps, that is 19 minutes drive. So yeah, there's not a lot in the local area. But hey, that's part of its charm. I've actually really enjoyed this campsite, and I think it's a really good value for money site. £16 for a pitch, you know, that is per pitch, so a family of 4, £16 non-electric, and I think it's a pretty decent site for that price. So yeah, I've been really happy with it. My only criticism really is that the bins, I couldn't see any recycle bins. But other than that, everything's been pretty decent, so yeah, I'm happy, people. Anyway, I'm going to pack up now and head off. If you've enjoyed any of this, then like and subscribe to catch me on another adventure. Keep living that dream, and I'll see you soon.